Fuse Mob Funk Club.
What's good, YouTube? C1 Mac in the building, back with another video, back with another topic. Tell me something. Moses Speaks. It's the name of this content creator, and they're going to be discussing with us today why they think most Black people are broke and possibly how to escape it. I'm curious. It's piqued my attention. I think this is something that more Black people could pay attention to, and maybe there's some credibility to it. I'm hoping that it will help us raise some eyebrows or raise some awareness, and also help us better our situations or consider things that most of us grew up not knowing about or even thinking was an option for us. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Something they never said in school. Your teachers taught you how to get a job. They never taught you how to make your money work without one. They taught you how to balance a checkbook, maybe, but they never taught you about compound interest, index funds, HSAs, or why the first $100,000 is the hardest thing you will ever do financially. And if you grew up in a Black household, statistically speaking, nobody at home was teaching you either. Not because your parents didn't love you, but because nobody taught them either. That ends today.
There are more Black families that have this type of knowledge, so this doesn't apply to you. But there's a lot of us out here, especially in the southeastern part of the United States, that don't have that knowledge. Okay, so if it applies, cool. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Good job doing your homework. Good job obtaining the knowledge. And good job going out the way to teaching others financial literacy. All right,
I'm going to break down the exact investing system, step by step, that builds generational wealth. The kind of wealth that means your kids don't start at zero. The kind that changes your family's name forever. Stay with me. This one's for us. Okay, so you've probably seen the chart. The one that shows some person investing a little bit of money every month, and by the time they're 65, they're sitting on $800,000. And you looked at it and thought, okay, I can do that. So you opened your Robinhood, you set up your $50 a month, you've been consistent for 2 years, and your account says $1,400. What?
Hello.
Do you want to play with me?
Sure.
He told you, and this is the secret that changes everything. Compound interest has a minimum. There is a threshold, a floor, below which your money compounds so slowly it feels like it's doing absolutely nothing. And most people are investing below that threshold and don't even know it. Think about this. If you invest $50 a month at an 8% return, which is the historical average of the S&P 500, after 30 years, you'd have $74,500. That sounds okay until you realize you put in $18,000 of your own money over 30 years. Now bump it to $200 a month. Suddenly you're looking at $298,000. Go to $400 a month, $595,000. Same interest rate.
I will say, even to the people that know this, it's just hard to put more money to the side or to check back at it to even know to increase it when you make more money. And then to have that financial discipline to keep on, to have that kind of installed in your mind, to have that discipline to keep on and increase the amount of money that you're not able to see. That takes a lot. And then not everybody is going to be guaranteed to make more money or get promoted, get a raise, or continue to make money going on the up and up, a higher rate. So there's that issue as well.
Completely different life. The difference isn't magic. It's not luck. It's not who your daddy was. It's the amount you're contributing. In the early years, years 1 through 10, your monthly contribution matters far more than your interest rate. The math doesn't really start feeling alive until you've crossed somewhere between $100,000 and $150,000 in total invested assets. That's the number. That's the threshold.
So this is me in my 30s speaking to the people in their 20s. You know how y'all don't need much because y'all not paying all the bills. You might be still living with your parents. Or things just might not cost as much, or you feel like you got more time to make money. This is the time for you to go after it. If you're not going after it like the select few that are young in your age that's going after it aggressively, you need to stop everything you're doing and figure out a way to make extra revenue. Even if it means, for all I know, maybe you couldn't even afford the $50, right? But you work at Amazon or Walmart, this, that, and the other. You could literally, if you had a car, for example, you could DoorDash the amount that you could put into your savings every week. And then you could keep going and exceeding that and donate more. Hell, you could sit there and have your main job to pay all your bills, and then the DoorDash could be incentivized for taking the taxes that you got to do on your 1099. Because as a contractor, y'all, you got to take the taxes out of yourself so you don't owe anything when income tax comes, and turn around and be able to put into your investments and put into the account to grow interest. You can control that. You just got to put the work in. But I know you want to hang out with your boys. You want to go out and be in the scene because you're young. Trust me. You can still do that. Just don't do it as much every single weekend. Take 1 or 2 weekends out of the 4 weekends a month and grind. I mean, you can do it throughout the week. So you don't have to do it on the weekends. So consider that too.
Nobody told you that, did they? Now, I need to stop here for a second, because this isn't just a math problem. This is a historical problem. The racial wealth gap in America isn't an accident. It was engineered. Redlining kept black families out of neighborhoods where property values were growing. GI Bill benefits after World War II were distributed in ways that overwhelmingly excluded black veterans. Black Wall Street, the wealthiest black community in American history, was literally bombed in 1921. We didn't just miss the class on investing, we were locked out of the classroom. So when we talk about the fact that the median white family in America has about 8 times more wealth than the median black family, that's not a motivation speech problem. That's not a work harder problem. That's a 100-year head start problem. But here's what I refuse to do, and what I need you to refuse to do. Use that as an excuse to stay stuck. Because the system wasn't built for us doesn't mean we can't learn the system, master it, and build something so real that our kids' kids feel it. The wealth gap doesn't close by waiting for reparations. It closes when we decide, right now, that we are going to understand money at a level our grandparents never had access to. And I'm going to give you the exact roadmap, right now. Here's the order you should be building wealth in, and I mean in this order. Do not skip steps. Do not rearrange them. The sequence is the strategy. Step 1, the emergency fund. Before you invest a single dollar, build a $1,000 emergency fund, not a going out money fund, not a
Are we taking notes? I paused the video so you can write this down. Hell, I paused the video so you can pause the video. I did it for you. Hey, if you don't have a pen and paper, at least have a pen, a crayon, index card, something, a back of a receipt. And you got to keep it and transfer it on the piece of paper. Something. Put it on your phone if you got a phone.
saw some sneakers fund and emergency fund. This protects you from going into debt every time life happens, and life will happen. Car breaks down, kid gets sick, phone screen cracks. Without this, you raid your investments and undo everything. First goal, $1,000, then grow it to 3 to 6 months of your expenses. Step 2, eliminate high interest debt. Kill the debt that's charging you more than 8% interest. We're talking credit cards, which average around 22% right now. I want you to hear this. You cannot out-invest a 22% interest rate.
Matter of fact, hold on. Make sure I get my ass on the way. Y'all see that?
That's not pessimism, that's math. Paying off a credit card with 22% interest is the same as getting a guaranteed 22% return on your money. No index fund can compete with that. Get aggressive. Snowball or avalanche method, either works. Just get it done. Step 3, get your employer match, all of it. If your job offers a 401k match and you are not taking all of it, you are leaving free money on the table. Like literally.
Very true. Step 3.
Walking past cash on the sidewalk. If your company matches 50 cents on every dollar up to 6% of your salary, that is a guaranteed 50% return on that portion of your investment.
Hold up. Let me translate this better. Sorry. To the people that's at a job that offers a 401k and you don't care about the job because it's a job to you, it's not a career, still do this 401k. Trust me. Trust me. This is you setting yourself up for the older version of you later. Trust me on this. Don't do that. Do that every single time you are at that job for a long time, or if you're going from different jobs, okay? Get your 401k going, always.
Before the market does anything, that is the closest thing to free money that legally exists. Capture every single dollar. Step 4, open an IRA. Next, open an individual retirement account, IRA. Why before maxing out your 401k? Because with an IRA, you control the investments. Lower fees, more options, and you're not locked into whatever limited funds your employer chose. Roth IRA if you're younger or expect to be in a higher tax bracket later. You pay taxes now, grow tax-free. Traditional IRA if you want the tax break today. Max it out. As of 2025, that's $7,000 a year.
Step 5, the HSA, the GOAT of tax accounts. Real talk, the health savings account might be the most underrated financial tool in existence, and most people in our community have never even heard of it. Triple tax advantage. Your contributions are tax deductible. The money grows tax-free, and withdrawals for medical expenses are also tax-free. Triple tax-free. After 65, you can withdraw it for anything, just like a traditional IRA. This account is a beast. If you have a high deductible health plan, you qualify. Use it. Step 6, max out your 401k. Now go back to that 401k and max it out completely. As of 20.
At this point of life, you should be established enough whether you're either working one job, you've been there for a while, or you're working multiple jobs and collectively they make you a decent amount, right? So you got to put yourself in that position, stay consistent throughout the entire time, whether you switch jobs or not, okay? And now that you've been doing this for a period of time, which is probably past 5 years, get into your bag, get into your focus, start seeing what you can do more to build more and max it out. So that way it can build a lot faster, it can build a lot more, the interest is higher.
2025, the limit is $23,500 a year. That's your tax advantage ceiling. Hit it if you can. Step 7, taxable brokerage account. And finally, if you still have money left to invest after all of that, open a taxable brokerage account. This is your flexibility account. No contribution limits, no age restrictions on withdrawals. If you want to retire before 59 and a half, this is your bridge. It's also where you can invest in whatever you want. Index funds, ETFs, individual stocks. This is the playground, but you built the foundation first. Now, I need you to understand something that's going to save you from quitting. There are two phases to building wealth, and most people quit right before the second one starts. Phase 1 is the contribution phase. This is the grind, years 1 through 10, maybe 15. During this phase, your account feels slow. Your money is barely moving compared to what you're putting in. You're doing the right things and it doesn't feel like it's working. This is where Black folks disproportionately tap out. Not because we lack discipline, we are some of the most resilient people on this planet, but because nobody warned us that this phase exists. So when it feels like nothing is happening, we think it's not working and we stop. Don't stop. Phase 2 is the compounding phase. This is where the money starts making money without you. You hit that $100,000 to $150,000 threshold, and suddenly your returns in a good year aren't $4,000, they're $12,000, $18,000, $25,000 in a single year without you doing anything new. This is what our grandparents never got to see. Not because they weren't hardworking, Lord knows they worked, but because systems, laws, and policies prevented them from ever crossing that threshold. We get to cross it, and every dollar you invest today is a step closer to that line. Let me hit you with one more number that should make you never try to time the stock market. Over any given 30-year period in the S&P 500's history, if you missed just the 10 best days, your total gains would be cut by 54%. 10 days out of over 10,000 trading days, and missing just 10 of them cuts your wealth in half. This is why dollar cost averaging is the strategy. Every month, same amount, rain or shine. Market is up, you're buying. Market is down, you're buying at a discount. You don't panic, you don't sell, you hold. Here's the truth about the S&P 500. Over any 20-year period in its history, it has never had a negative return, not once. So the question isn't it will grow. The question is, will you still be in the game when it does? Stay in the game.
So for me, yes, strategically, when you look into stock, you can figure out what stock for you can benefit you and help that money grow that you're investing into it. I will say, if it's easier for you to digest, put stock in something that you already like. If you wear Nike, if you like this product and like that product, put stock into it. You know, why not? You like a clothing line, you like Polo, put stock in Polo. If you like a certain black business, put stock in that. Keep going. Why not? Why wouldn't I want to put stock in something that I like already? But there are certain things that we have no clue about or we could learn about that we could earn money more faster. Look into that too. Just understand that it's a patient game. You're not going to be checking it every day to try to hope that you make a bunch of money and pull it out at any given time. This is a long game type of strategy. Pay attention to the algorithm, pay attention to the growth, make the most of it, but never stop investing.
13 and 18, or if you're a parent, an auntie, an uncle, a mentor to someone that age, this part is for you. Time is a superpower, and young black kids have more of it than anyone, but nobody's telling them how to use it. Here's what you can do right now. Open a custodial account, a UGMA or UTMA account. A parent or guardian can open it, and the child controls it when they come of age. Any income from mowing lawns, babysitting, summer jobs, it can go in there. A 16-year-old who invests $200 a month starting today at 8% average return, they could have over $1 million before they hit 60. Let that sink in. And while they're young, encourage them to avoid consumer debt, especially car financing. The first car should ideally be bought outright, even if it's a beater, because the habit of not having a car note is more than the car. Plant the seed early, water it consistently. The tree will grow.
I want to close with this. When black people build wealth, real, lasting, generational wealth, it's not just personal, it's political, it's historical, it's revolutionary. Every dollar you invest is a vote against the systems that were designed to keep us consuming and never owning. Every Roth IRA you max out is something your grandmother wished she had access to. Every time you choose the index fund over the lottery ticket, you're rewriting the story your family tells about money. They didn't teach us this in school. They didn't teach our parents. They didn't teach our grandparents. And some of that was by design. But we know now. And knowing is only half of it. The other half is actually doing something. So here's your homework before you close this video. Number 1, figure out what phase you're in. Do you have an emergency fund? Is your high interest debt gone? Are you capturing your employer match? Number 2, open one account today, not next week. Today, it takes 12 minutes. An IRA on Fidelity or Vanguard, a 401k enrollment with your HR. One step.
Yep.
Number 3, share this video with your cousin, with your little brother, with the young person in your life who nobody is talking to about money. Because the wealth gap doesn't close from the top down. It closes because we pass the knowledge forward. This is the thing they won't teach Black kids.
I'm gonna say this video is so helpful and it means so much that you gotta share it. Like, you wouldn't be in the right mind if you didn't share it. Like, there's no reason for you not to share it. This is not something you gatekeep or anything like that. This is something that you share to as many Black people as possible, and you will have the best interest for them. So just share this as much as possible. Yeah, y'all can sit there and not be understanding what all of it is, and y'all can go and figure it out together. With all of these AI apps, all of this Google and stuff that can sit there and help you understand, or videos to help you understand, go through the journey together. I wouldn't say y'all can do the same moves, y'all gonna do something different, but the least y'all can do is learn the basics together, you know? So other than that, this video was very helpful. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to be consistent. Yes, Black people can be seen as lazy to some extent, but we are very resilient. And if we're going to be resilient, we might as well put the work in where it counts, you know? So, hey, take time out to do this. Take time out to do this. Please. I'm going to sit here and follow the steps at the end of this video. I think I've already followed some of the steps. I'm just going to continue from the phase that I'm at. Because I know I'm at phase 1 still at this point. So once I get past the 10 or 15 year mark, then I make some better steps and decision making and go from there. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Any more tips that can help out or help each other out to invest better, to make more money, to let our money grow passively. Share it in the comment section down below. Like this video. This has been very helpful. Please subscribe to Moses Speaks. The link of his channel is in the description box below. Show me some love. I wanted to share this with y'all because I want everybody to thrive. We already go through enough in life. I want all the Black people to thrive one way or another. I want them to have opportunity to understand and learn things that nobody's taking time out to teach you. This video would not be limited to just like people 18 and over. I think everybody that can comprehend this or can even hear it and maybe plant a seed to keep in mind in the long run, I would want you to take notes and thrive in this. Peace. Until next time, until next video. Later.